Hi, Scott Orlin with Cinema Magazines. Okay, guys, ready for a good laugh? The movie is called Blockers, and one of the main reasons you were going to laugh is this gentleman right here, John Cena. John, congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of times I talk to actors, and they talk about their wardrobe fittings, that, you know, it's all about, you know, looking different. You rock that pair of shorts. So if you could talk about, how did you know this look? That this guy, he wears basically the same thing the entire movie.
Yeah, and it is called trusting the process. I walk into the wardrobe department and they say, what would you like to do? And I said, I would like to just be a vehicle for you to express the character. And I think giving them the freedom to come up with the look for Mitchell allows me to then be Mitchell better. I'm not very choosy and like, oh, I like this more, I like this more. I just listen to their thoughts, and they work closely with the director and everyone involved in production. So I just kind of take what they give me and make it my own.
You know, it's the beauty of this movie, while it's obviously very funny, it's really about family, and it's about the emotion that parents and children have towards each other. And I was wondering if we could take you back a few years. How independent were you during your teenage years? How much of a control did your parents have over you?
Well, I come from a family of 5 boys, and I'm the second oldest and most independent. So at a very young age, I began working at 13 years old. I kind of always stood on my own 2 feet, and which made me quite a rebellious teenager, as most teenagers are. But man, I was very independent. I wasn't afraid to go out there and grab life by the horns. So, yeah, I can relate to the young women in this movie.
And I thought what was beautiful about your character too, Mitchell, his sensitivity. He wasn't afraid to be sensitive.
Yeah, and at the same, we're all human beings, and I think the movie told from this perspective hopefully will shed some light to people who aren't aware that young women are in control of their own sexual destiny when they so choose to be, and that people have emotions regardless of the frame that they possess. I think that was a cool thing about the Mitchell character, this larger-than-life human being, but he's truly a stay-at-home dad. He's had to deal with his daughter and his newborn, like that's his job. So you go through those moments and you develop emotional connection with these folks, and when moments like this happen that you're not ready for, it brings on the waterworks.
Speaking of waterworks, a perfect segue to my last question. What I think is so admirable about you in this movie is you're fearless. There is comedically no place you're not willing to go, and during that party sequence with the beer, you go places that audiences are not going to be expecting. I'm not going to say anything. You're going to have to see it. How do you let go of ego? How do you shed ego?
It goes back to the wardrobe question. Trust the process. Trust when I read the script long before we began shooting a single frame, and I loved it. And just then you begin to trust the people you're working with. Have faith in the people in the cast, that they will allow you to have liberty to create when you're allowed to inspire and ad-lib. Have trust and faith in Kay as a director. She knows the vision of the movie. I sat at length and talked with her about what she wanted out of my character and what she saw as the movie. And that was the only conversation I needed to have with her about that. And then we stepped on set and began to make it. But as far as, I just trust the process. I trust the people involved in the movie all have the same goal as me, and that's to make a good movie. So I just kind of put myself in their hands.
Can you drink a beer again after that?
I can, just not the way you'd see it in Blockers.
John, I can't thank you enough. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Really funny film.
Thanks.
And this is Scott Orlin. Until next time.